I do remember the times when I was like, I don't need a block. I'm not, teacher says get a block. I don't need a block. Ego. Ego. I will just admit right now that I thought more about other aspects of yoga than the physical in the last couple days for this class. Thich Nhat Hanh passed away, and I can't say he was a teacher of mine because I never met him. But since my college years, I've been reading his books, and I can't even say that I am an active meditator. But his words have spoken to me and really healed me at many points in my life. And I've been reflecting on what it is that I learned from his words. And I think the biggest, do you all know who he is? He was a Vietnamese monk who who rebelled against the Vietnam War, and he was exiled from his country for 40 years. And so during that time when he was here, he really made an impact on Martin Luther King, and Martin Luther King then came out and spoke against the Vietnam War. And so what he really spoke to me on was the idea that we don't need to let go of our suffering in order to feel joy. That really our suffering and our joy are one. And I remember having like aha moments when that really sunk in. You know, we try so hard to either ignore our suffering and our pain, or we think that we need to deal with all that, like heal it completely before we can actually enjoy our lives. And that's just like not a human, natural way of being. And I oftentimes get this kind of gut reaction to the yoga world that only speaks of this kind of airy-fairy love and light. And even this morning, I wanted to share like some quote from him, and I've noticed that this quote that comes up that only takes a portion of his poem, the real story, and it's just the little love and light part. And I feel like it just loses context. Like you have no idea what the real story is, and the real story was about all this suffering. And then at the end, it brings this like love and light portion. So I'm just going to read it to you, and I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm only going to read like my gut reaction was this morning is that, I can't read those parts. They're too intense. So I had the same response as how we sometimes, most of the time, offer things up, which is like the really soft and easy part to hear. So I'm just going to read like one little portion of or two of the hard stuff. And then I'll share like the portion that is out there in the world that most people see. Just to shed light on the suffering and the joy. I need my glasses. Take child's pose. I'll read it to you when you're there. And you're going to take it with, and this is an option, with or without the blocks. So you could take the blocks underneath the forearms or the hands, and or walk the blocks in a little bit closer, and then take the elbows, bring the hands to the back of the neck like this. So you can do that with or without the blocks. Oh, yes, I'll use yours. Thank you. I do need those for everything. Oh, no. They're really strong. I have some in my bag. Are you grabbing me a pair, Jamie? Oh, perfect. Thanks. Okay, take a deep in-breath and a full exhale. A deep breath in and exhale. Empty it all out. One more together like that. Inhale and big exhale. The poem is called Please Call Me by True Names. Please call me by my true names. Please call me by my true names. I am a child in Uganda, all skin and bones, my legs as thin as bamboo sticks. And I am the arms of a merchant selling deadly weapons to Uganda. I am a 12-year-old girl, refuge on a small boat, who throws herself into the ocean after being raped by a sea pirate. I am also the pirate, my heart yet not capable of seeing and loving. So you get the gist of the painful and suffering side. And this is what most of us see, which doesn't come across to me as profound. My pain is like a river of tears, so vast it fills the four oceans. Please call me by my true names, so I can bear all my cries and laughter at once, so I can see that my joy and pain are one. Please call me by my true names, so I can wake up and the door of my heart could be left open, the doors of compassion. My pain is like a river of tears, so vast it fills the four oceans. Please call me by my true names, so that I can hear all the cries and laughter at once, so I can see that my joy and pain are one. Please call me by my true names, so I can wake up, and the door of my heart could be left open, the doors of compassion. Sit up, reach the arms forward, palms face the ceiling. Very slowly roll all the way back. set up for a supine twist on the right side. Hug the right knee in, guide it across your body. And then rolling over to the left side, open your chest, maybe gaze over the right shoulder. I most recently read Thich Nhat Hanh's, probably his last book, although it was most likely interpretations of older teachings that he gave, because he had a stroke many years ago, I think in the 2014 or something like that, and he could no longer speak, which I didn't know that. Anyway, this book is, I listened to it, and it's interpreted by a few of his students, but at the end there's a 45-minute talk that he gives. And I walked in the woods and listened to it. I don't normally do that because it brought such great relief to me, his interpretation of how we can approach saving our earth and climate and during this time, which causes a lot of us anxiety. I know it does for myself. We'll switch sides. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed by, and helpless, like not doing enough. And his whole message is that, if we are healing ourselves, we all know this, right? We all know if we're healing ourselves, it's not just for us, it's for each other. And ultimately for our planet. Because we are all interconnected. So I do the work for you, you do the work for me, we do the work for one another. We do it for the earth. We do it for the rain. We do it for the animals. We do it for everything. We are connected. We are everything. Shavasana. slowly come up to a seated position. Sit small. Bring the hands to your heart. Take 3 rounds of breath and seal with an Om. Inhale through the nose.